As you guys all know, yesterday was absolutely epic. So we're going to try to get a little repeat of that. See what we can do today. Market's not having any fun in the pre-market here. Down about 30 points on ES, 0.63%. Some data came out of the market. Retail sales, it looked like were a little higher than expected. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here in the pre-market. Coming over and taking a look at some other things. TLT down again off of that. We do have a, I think it's a, 20-year bond auction today at 1. That's going to get interesting here. AMD basically flat here. It was moving up really nicely in the after hours and pre-market today, but then once this data started to come out here a little bit, came back down a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see if it kind of doesn't care about what the market's doing today and if the chips get a nice little push here. Again, this is where AMD is at right now. In this level right here, this 164.48, 164.45, 46 is all-time highs. So it's knocking on the door right there. Gonna see if we can get that push back through there. That'd be nice, man. Seeing AMD at all-time highs would be epic. But yeah, let's do it, everybody. Again, as you guys are filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Make sure you guys are saying good morning, too. I'd like to see who's in here. We got Rogue Civilian, Daily Taylor, Tor, Dr. Bob. Those are the guys who have spoken so far. All right, I mean, a lot of the other stuff on the list is looking at... Ulta still looks good on the weekly. T-Mobile looks all right on the daily here. It doesn't look bad. It did bait down yesterday. I know, Tabasco Dave, you were buying this at the lows. Those are interesting if you're around here this morning. The other thing that I wanted to take a look at is the relationship between USD, JPY, and TLT. I looked at it this morning, and I was like, they're almost inverse. Like, TLT and, like, what's this day right here? Yeah, they're, like, TLT and USD, JPY are almost inversely correlated. Wait, hold on. That's October. They're close, though. Like, this is end of October, kind of peaking in here on this 150 area. USD JPY starts to sell, and you start to see TLT coming up. So this will be something interesting to watch. I mean, I think TLT could get to 90, 89, something like that before it wants to come back to the upside. This is really, though, we might have to start talking about that carry trade again. This is where it was getting a little dangerous for the carry trade as it starts coming back up into here. Again, most people are probably going to be looking all right on that, but that's definitely something you got to take a look out for as well. What do we got? Fastly was another one. Yeah, I don't think this one's actually going to end up playing out, which is okay. Shout out to that one guy though that absolutely drilled AMD yesterday, made over 100K after just some of the things that I said on the stream. I'm happy you made all that money. I'm not happy that you over risked, but again, it wasn't very well for you this time. Just please, for the love of God, don't do that again. But let's see here. We got Jason. What's up, buddy? Cody, Tabasco, Dave, Romeo, Eddie, Grant, Wreck-It Ralph, Nettie. What's up, everybody? How we doing? How are we doing, everybody? 20-year bond auction today at 1 p.m. All right, cool. That's interesting. So, yeah, I want to see what happens with AMD here. 10-year popped up hard over 4.1. That's fine. I mean, the thing is part of the reason why TLT was running up so much is that the expectations for a March cut were so high, which didn't make any sense. Like, yeah, obviously we think yields are going to come down over the next like year and a half, but a March cut is too aggressive. I think May is the earliest, June is the most likely that we're going to be getting our first interest rate cut. And I think, again, you still see everybody on social media just like completely having literally no understanding of how rate cuts work and how, honestly, I see this all the time and I'm like, I can't believe that these people have followings and people listen to them because people don't understand how rates work and how rates affect things. I don't get it. You guys are in the right place. Here's the explanation. When you see inflation coming down, does that mean that things are actually getting less expensive? No, it just means that the rate at which things are increasing is slowing down. So if the price of, this tequila bottle that I'm staring at for 75 hard is going up by, let's say, 5% per year, but then it starts going up 2% per year, well, it's still going up. Now, it's the same thing, just the other way for rate hikes and rate cuts. If you are at, let's say, 5.25% in terms of the federal funds rate, there are a lot of lag effects, and leaving rates at a high level for an extended period of time continues to have a long-lasting effect. So if you go from 5.25 to 5, what happens? It doesn't just spark everything back up. All it does is it slows down the rate of decreases. That's it. It's not like, ooh, rate cut, that's not what it is. Unless we went down very aggressively to 0, then yes. But other than that, the Fed's not going to do that. So I don't actually understand why these people think that they could just come out and say things that are just blatantly not true. I don't get it. You had to actually do research yourself to understand the relationship between yields and bonds. Yeah. I mean, that was one of the classes that I think was actually semi-useful in college that I took, was fixed income. That one, derivatives, was I mean, there are a couple of interesting ones in there. But yeah, guys, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot here. If you guys do enjoy these streams, it makes it easier for you guys to come back to and find them. But does that make sense to everybody that, like, when you cut rates, it doesn't just mean everything skyrockets in price and like inflation comes back? That's not what it means. It just means that, like, when they start cutting rates, that's when they're trying to accomplish the soft landing. It's not now. The soft landing is slowly decreasing rates so that inflation basically goes like this. You decrease the federal funds rate like this, and the effects of inflation slowly bottom out like this. So it's like federal funds rate down, the effects of inflation coming down go like this. That's the soft landing. It's not, oh, let's just rip a Band-Aid off and hope for the best. Like, people just don't get it. I don't understand. Reverse repo coming down the past several weeks, over 600 billion. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So what the reverse repo is showing us is, so when you have a high level of reverse repo activity, it's showing that there's way too much cash in the banking system. So they're not able, within their own internal requirements and the Fed mandated requirements, to then go out and buy more treasuries, which honestly, here's an interesting point here. They actually should probably increase those restraints on them so that they can actually get more bids on government bonds. That's a kind of another conversation, though. Like, if you think about what the United States government needs to do right now, they need more demand for all of the bonds they need to sell to refinance the debt. So it actually makes more sense for them to lift that requirement so that, like, and tell the banks, hey, go for it, just buy as many treasuries as you want to. But that's kind of a different conversation there. So when you do have all that cash, with the way that all the rules are set up right now, they can't go out in the open market and buy really anything because it's almost too risky to do so. There's just so much cash. So what they do is they go to the Fed, and the Fed gives them a small overnight rate of return in order to park their cash at the Fed, and the Fed gives them basically a note, a bond in return, and then it's closed out the next day. Now, when that starts to decrease, it means that there's technically less cash in the banking system, which actually, when you think about it, makes literally no sense because they're making a return on their cash and then the cash goes back into the banks. How does that make sense? I don't know, but apparently that's how it works. So, like, think about it. The whole point of them using the RRP facility is that there's too much cash in the bank and then they end up with more cash. That's brilliant. Brilliant job, guys. Great job, Federal Reserve. You're doing great. I just, like, think about that. I don't want you guys to miss that because that's an important part of this. The actual reason why they're using the reverse repo facility in the way that they are is because there's too much cash. But they need to get a rate of return on it. What happens when you close out your rate of return agreement there? Well, you end up with more freaking cash. So, all right, great. Great. Good job, guys. That makes a whole lot of sense. But in general, when you start to see it coming down, it means that overall, in the banking system, there's not as much excess capital in cash. So they're going to use that program less. Cash is a liability for banks. It is a liability for banks. And think about it like this too. It's also the bank's let's call it the banking system's fault. The way that the system is set up, it's kind of the system's fault that cash is a liability because of inflation. Because the cash that you hold is going to devalue over time, so it needs to be parked somewhere safely where they can get some sort of a rate of return. But yes, cash is a liability because it's not giving them anything. It's just there. So then when the RRP comes down, it's a sign that money is being sucked out of the banking system, which does give the ability for the Fed to then come in and say, well, we might need to decrease rates a little bit. But it doesn't mean that when the RRP facility goes to zero, that they're immediately going to cut interest rates. Again, there's always lag effects, guys. Nothing's instant, except for like news and earnings. That's really it. And like, when you see the RRP go to zero, it's kind of just like a yellow light. is kind of like at a stoplight. It's kind of like okay, this is something we need to slow down for and pay attention to, but it's not a full green light to do anything. It's just a signal, a warning to say, all right, these are things that you should start to look for. It works because reasons. Yeah, I mean, like, if there's too much cash in the banking system, it really should go the other way. The bank should be paying the Fed the interest, but they don't. So, but again, they still have to offload their cash. So it's kind of the best way to solve that short-term problem that they have with all that cash there. So that's what they do. Hey guys, what's up, David? How you doing, buddy? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, trying to move back up here a little bit. This is setting ourselves up probably close to a nice trade for today. It's possible that we get something. I'd love to see something here. No trades yesterday. So I know some of you guys were a little confused on this move in here. So when this comes up, retest back down here. I mean, I think the entry was probably somewhere in here. And then moves back up here, barely breaks this high, and then comes back down. This, to me, is literally just a retest of that high, and then continuing the trend to the downside. So you wouldn't take the trade twice, which is what I was trying to go over with you, some of you guys yesterday in the DMs, that like when it comes back down into here, after it's already come down, retested, came up to wherever our purple line was, probably in here, and then comes up to whatever that full take profit would have been. When it comes back down again, you wouldn't touch it. So the thing that I was interested in, though, is a move from looking at this whole move here, the retracement coming back up into here. But this is like the 115 candle. That's the 130. Like, you're not getting anything in there. So nothing yesterday, which is fine. I mean, we were coming off that nasty trade on Friday. I mean, it was a little dramatic, but 16 points on ES is no joke. So and then a little update for you guys that are waiting on the swing course. So I reached out to the provider that I'm hosting the program on. I just got to hear back from them to see how I can. It's literally just for me. It's not like I want it to look a certain way, and I'm not gonna set it up and then go back to, like, if that makes sense, to like just get it out to you guys. So I want it to be a certain way on the site. And if it's not, I mean, it's just going to take a little bit more time. Let's see. Yes, flicker in here. All right. Oh, this is another fun update. So yesterday was day 1 of 75 hard. Now it's day 2. But yesterday, so I was outside a little bit, like just going out to stores and stuff yesterday. And I was walking around in my sneaker, walking slowly, and I was slipping around. So even in my boots when I was walking around later, which is what I decided to do instead, I was sliding like bad. So I just like walked around for like an hour, and then I went to the gym and ran. So I feel like that counts. I feel like that's chill. But then I got my chug jug over here filled with Mio, and it tastes like Tang, and it's pretty good. So that's what we're doing over here. Spot, dude. Nature's Barista. You know, you and I both know that that's not how you look at the market. Again, you know how I trade. You know how the professionals trade. Nobody looks at what the market's gonna do at the end of the day. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, why are you saying it like this? It's just not smart to do. You're just guessing. Nobody has any idea, and that's not the way that you would look at the market. Even if it was, all right, we're gonna it's not the way you should be looking at the market. We don't want those ankles damaged. I didn't run in the snow. It wasn't snow. It was ice. It was ice on the sidewalk. Like, there was nothing I could do. So I just walked around Boston for an hour, and then I ran on the treadmill after. That's what I did. I feel like that counts, because you have to be outside for like a certain amount of time, and I did that, and then I ran, so it's cool. And now we're gonna stare at the tequila bottle all day. All right, ES trying to make a move back up. It would be wild if AMD could. It would be wild if AMD could break all-time highs today. I just don't think it's going to. It could. I mean, yesterday it gave us way more than we asked for on day 1, so. We'll see. STV, when I buy your swing course, will you please use the money to buy new shoes? Sure. Dude, you guys are like, all right, this is funny. This is actually really funny. I got a story for you guys. Did I tell you that I won a tennis tournament? Did I tell you guys this? So I won a doubles tennis tournament when I was visiting my mom in Florida. So the whole time she was like, you need to get tennis shoes. And I was like, I'm fine, dude. It's all good. Like, for months, she's been telling me, you need to get tennis shoes. And I'm like, it's chill, it's fine. So I'm playing in this tennis tournament. And I go to run, and she's watching me. And there's like a crowd here. There's like a crowd. So I'm running around, I'm sprinting to this ball, and I go to hit it, and my shoes basically just like give out, slide, slip all over the place, and I fall flat on my face. And I get up, I dust myself off, I look at my mom in the crowd, and I just go, all right, I should have got shoes. That was how that went. Still won though, so. Now you're like, see, I told you were going to react like that, Nature's Barista. No, it's just, that's not how you look at the market. And every single time we did the bold SPY prediction, it was a joke towards the other people that would literally just come around here and be like, where's it going to go? Nobody knows. And that's not how you should be looking at the market, dude. It just isn't. Because then logically, you'd then have to say, okay, how is every single piece of news going to come out here? What is this? Industrial production, capacity utilization, business inventories, home builder confidence index, and then the reaction to all these Fed speakers. All right. You want me to guess? No. We don't guess over here. Let's see. So maybe I will get new shoes. All right, team. Keep smacking that like button on the way in. We are going to have another great day today. I'm not looking at a whole lot, though, in terms of additional swings. I mean, if you look at the market right now, this is trend shift. So it's doing it again. Which, again, you guys are going to see this more in the swing course, kind of how we look at the overall market there. There's a whole video on market conditions, so. But we'll see. I mean, AMD's showing a lot of strength there. It does, though. This does kind of make me want to hedge it, so we'll see. In your personal opinion, I think the Fed should wait till after the markets are closed. That way they don't have any kind of effect on the market during the day. I could see that, but then you're going to have the people complaining that say, oh, the Fed speakers are speaking after hours and only big money is going to be able to trade it. So you can't really win. You see what I'm saying? You just want to say thank you for everything. Been here a couple years. It's been a great journey. Well on your way to being profitable. Jamie, that's what we like to see, man. And again, if you guys want to speed run that route to profitability there, again, the 0 losing months in 2023 day trading course strategy is linked at the top of the live chat. 30% off with code STV30 if you guys want. And everybody that hops in there before I release the swing course is going to be getting 60% off to the swing course too. So we go over everything: risk management, psychology, futures, options, the whole strategy. And I do something that nobody else can do. I show you every single trade that was taken with the strategy in the year 2023. That I do. I do have to update November and December. I keep saying I have to update them, even though we know that they're really good. I should just go and do it for you guys. So it's all complete 12 months of data. Tor, what's up, buddy? How you doing? But yeah, so that link's at the top of the live chat. I can throw it in the chat for you guys there too. There you go. There you guys go. All right. So we got about 11 minutes to go until market open. AMD's up about 50 cents here. So I'd love it to get to all-time highs. Mainly, I mean, the options account and the long term is the long term obviously has a lot of AMD. So we'll see. What the? Oh, Baba, we haven't talked about that either. Baba is an interesting. Baba needs. We talked about this yesterday. It needs an earnings flip. So that's really it with Baba here. It needs the earnings flip. This had potential. Ditch the short dated ones here. The longer dated ones here. Both of these were tiny, tiny, tiny losses. So, again, this one was looking really good until it didn't. And then I was out. First day here. Oh, what's up, Bowen? How you doing, man? Welcome, everybody. I want everybody in here to give him a nice welcome. Everybody give a nice, warm welcome to Bowen. First day here. Do we trade shares or futures? You can definitely trade shares, futures, or options. So that's kind of what we do around here. Well, I mean, I don't trade shares that often, but every single swing that I'm looking at, that I alert you guys to on the watch list and everything, you can trade them with shares, and most of the time it makes more sense to trade with shares. So yeah, shares, options, and futures. Baba needs CPR. Yeah, it does. The only way for it to get it is earnings. So it needs to have a big trend flip on earnings. But like it needs to like on its earnings, it would need to gap hard. Welcome, now listen. Jesus, JB. Yeah, so I mean, I think our AMD entry was like right in here, right around 151. Thank you. No problem, buddy. All right, team. Telly, I think this is probably going to come down into at least 93.50 at some point, and then maybe 90, but we'll see. There's plenty of streamers that will give BS predictions. This just isn't one of them. Yep. Even on like the trades that I am looking for that I call out, I mean, I have targets. I don't have predictions. I don't know if it's actually going to get there. A lot of the times it does. Hey, Vix, loving the trading course so far. Oh, Mark, thank you, buddy. But for options, would the entry have to be manually entered? Yes. So for options, you're going to have to wait for price to actually get. So the risk management with options is going to be a little bit more tricky. It's going to be a little harder to actually fully know what you're risking on it. I mean, you'll get pretty close, but I would say if you're trading SPY a week out, I would go a week out. And again, make sure that you're risking accordingly. Like, don't be throwing crazy money at it, because like you're gonna have to manually enter and exit every time. So I would say, Mark, I mean, in that course there, we go over futures and everything. I would say it's definitely a skill that you want to have to know how to trade futures. They're a lot simpler. There are some complications, so I would say paper trade them obviously first. But after that, man, I mean, then you're good to go. You can definitely do it with options. It's just a little trickier. Like sometimes I'll trade 0-day SPX on it just for fun. Like if I'm already if I'm already having a great day, like some of those like giant 800%, 1000% SPX trades that I've shown you guys is from me trading with that strategy. I just say screw it with tiny risk and go for it. Like I'm risking 0.5% or something. You've been in many live sessions. First time experiencing this type of warmth. There we go, Bowen. Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be a lot different than a lot of the other nonsense live sessions that you've seen. I mean, I don't execute very often on these. Most of my trades are happening like midday. This is more guiding you guys through the market, looking at the swings that we already have open and making sure that you guys are actually understanding and learning things about the market. Let's see. You need to learn futures, just too busy lately? It's really simple. I mean, Daily Taylor, it's in the course. It's in the course. Palantir, top of your watch list. Can't wait for more consolidate. I actually think that one's going to break it down, but we'll see. Dave. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll come back. Yeah. I mean, ES slipping here. AMD holding nicely in the pre-market. I'd love to see it, man. If AMD breaks all-time highs and runs big time, my long-term is going to go like boom. I'm already so overweight on it, but like, you know, it is what it is, man. We can just have some fun. You read it, just never done it. Just paper trade them. It's point and shoot. It's literally just like click, enter, click, limit order. It's very simple once you get the hang of the brokers. Is T-Mobile still on my radar after yesterday's wick? I mean, yes and no. The problem is market conditions right here. I don't like that's not great. That would tell me it's invalidating everything here. And then if you look at, like we were talking about with ES, if you look at this on the daily, this thing looks like it wants to shift its trend. And the reason why, all right, so the reason why the market looks like it wants to shift its trend here is all of this move up here, or most of the move up, was expectations of a March cut skyrocketing. So now that that's backing off, the market has a very, very high potential of potentially coming back in here around that 4,600 area, 165 points lower. If it does that, I mean, we're gonna be in for some interesting moves here. Let's see. Join you in future trade, dude. All those Bo, and I'm not sure where you came from, but I mean, if it's from Instagram or Twitter, there. What do you call it? All those videos that you guys see me do over there, the ones with like the hundreds of thousands of views, and on TikTok there's one with over 500,000 right now, which is kind of sick. I want one with over 1 million. Those are all futures. But wouldn't that wick indicate strength? It would, that they bought it up. I look for very, very high quality setups, and that wouldn't qualify, because if it was a high quality, think about it like this: if it was that high quality of a setup, it wouldn't have done that. Like it wouldn't have done that. AMD was textbook. We were talking about that yesterday. Or, sorry, not yesterday. Yesterday, I mean, obviously we were talking about it yesterday. But on Friday and into last week, when it started to chop around just below this little double top here, and then this is all-time high. So you have this break, and all-time high could be used as like a magnet. Now, again, I didn't know for sure that it was going to make a 8% $12 move yesterday, but I mean, when you break this upside level here with a little bit of consolidation here, I actually wanted it to consolidate more. It has a high potential to get moving there. So right now, I mean, we're pretty close. We're about probably like two-thirds away, two-thirds of the way to that target there. And what's the risk to reward? It's probably 1 to 8, something like that on that thing. All right, we got 3 minutes to go here until the ding ding. Again, if you guys wouldn't mind tapping that like button. You came from the IG videos? Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Since ES looks to reverse, should the overnight... No, the overnight strategy never switches. No. It never switches. That one is just math over time. Because think about it like this. If the market knifes during the day, what happens overnight usually? And that's, again, Reaper, that's, again, you're trying to add discretion in there where none needs to be had. Interesting moves how? Upside. Well, I mean, it could go very quickly to those lower levels, especially if a lot of data comes out hot, because the speed at which people back off their expectations or bets that they're not going to do a March hike anymore, which they're not. Hey, AMD, what the hell was that? Could really speed up this move to the downside, which this thing is selling. We're down 0.7% in the pre-market here. Not looking too great in the overall market, man. Let's see. Got your 6? What's up, buddy? How you doing? There we go, team. Yeah, so I'm trying to get that swing course out to you guys as soon as I can, man. But, again, you guys still got that 30% off deal to the Day Trading Mastery course. Again, 0 losing months in 2023. Men lie, women lie, numbers and data don't. AMD needed to go to the bathroom? Well, can it not? I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It either hits or it doesn't at this point. I mean, what's his name yesterday? What? Made like freaking 122 grand? I hope he sold it. I hope he sold that. Because that was big boy gains there. His account was up like 400% in a day. I was like, all right. And that's a lesson. I mean, I talked about it in the video yesterday that like, yeah, that's good, but like, don't do that. It's like, that's not risk management. That's like the opposite of risk management. That's like risk unmanagement. I don't even know what we would call it. AMD, don't be an a-hole today, buddy. Don't be an a-hole today. Apple nosediving into open. Well, Apple has not been having any fun. I don't think I own any Apple anywhere, so that's fine. Kind of happy about that for now. I mean, we'll see. This is completely different, Candace. Completely different. Let's see. What do we got here? Do I still have... Nah, no more energy drink left. All right, 1 minute to go until the ding ding. Here we go. Oh, less than a minute. Market's open. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got. I want to see AMD get some action here. Where's Telly? Telly down 20 something cents. I don't hate this. It's not. I mean, I could take it. It's just not where at the levels at which I would take it yet. If it starts to break, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Why don't you own Apple? I don't know. I just never bought it. I don't know. I just never bought it. AMD, that's fine. You can have a little red day here. You can have a little red session. I don't know. I own a boatload of AMD. I own a boatload of Facebook. Amanda. It's fine. We got this level down here. If we come down and test this, 156, it's not the end of the world. IWM freebies up 202%. Attaboy, Wreck-It Ralph. There we go. We're also 4 likes away from 50. I appreciate you guys. Keep smacking that on the way in. Makes it a lot easier for you guys to find these streams on the way back, too. What else were we looking at? Where's Baba? How bad is that getting? Really bad. Ooh, I mean, dude, it's just like, it's so close to being... This was a good one. Not looking great here across the board on much. That Vision Pro looks like a game changer, though. I don't know. I think those headsets are kind of stupid in general. They could end up being really cool in the future. I'm not going to wear a... Like the equivalent, like a giant, morbidly obese pair of glasses on my face that, like, put me in the metaverse. Like, I don't want to do that. That just seems silly. You know? To me, I'm not going to sit here and, like, put goggles on and, like, do silly things in the metaverse. Like, that's not what I'm going to be doing. So, we do have a day trade cooking here, though. We definitely have a day trade cooking. We definitely have one cooking. AMD, you had to do that. You were looking so nice in the pre-market, and then the market just decided to ruin all the fun. Those are still up like 57%, though, so that's good. Let's chill. I'll keep those. Risk is down here. That's where the risk is. So, letting that thing go. I got some time on those. I mean, those are monthly, so we'll see. We will see on that one. All right. Every time Baba gaps down, you had shares. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna just like die forever, but I'm gonna pay a lot, like real big attention to their earnings report this time around, and kind of see how they react and what the trend's been like with them, because it's a very interesting company, and I think it's sold off a little bit too much for what they're doing in the marketplace. 2024 has been a downer so far in the market. We've been having a field day, though. We have been having an absolute field day with the swings, dude. Do you have your new email? I think so. I think I've added the other one. Is it like the D something one? I think I've added that one. Where's Tesla today? Because Tesla got bought up. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this yesterday, the buy up on Tesla, and then it just rips back to life here. I don't like anything about Tesla right now. I mean, you guys saw the 400% gains off of this move down, the break here, and then this move down to the purple line. Actually, I think it was actually here I sold them. Yeah, so I sold my Teslas right here, right around, like, right on the break of 220. So I sold them right at open, so it's like right over here. We entered way up here. So those are weeklies. Those things absolutely printed for us. AMD, what are you doing? I don't know. Those are probably up like 40% now. My target's all-time high. So my first scale out on AMD is going to be at all-time high, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. So, whatever. Following the system, following rules, following the plan. ES is really cranking lower here. Down 0.8. Where's NQ? This has got to be down over 1. Yeah, 1.2. Wow. Wow. NQ is getting hammered here. 200 points lower on NQ. Damn. We ended the year so bullish, starting the new one with a hangover. I mean, you guys heard me say at the end of the last year, I was like, I don't like that the market's closing at the highs. I don't like that. Closing at the highs with no real reason to is not great for setting up the start of the year, which is why I'm more open to hedging some of these positions here, which I have one in mind. I have a hedge in mind, and I think I got to look more. What's this doing? Did I miss this? Kinda, but this is what I wanted here to the downside on this move break. Even though I love this company for the long term, I mean, this trend is down. The market's not liking it right now. Even though it's coming out with great news, it's very similar to the Tesla setup that we were looking at last week. AMD with a little push up here, about $1. So I think Palantir has the potential, I've said this before, I'll say it again, to be like a new and improved version of AMD in my portfolio. So I want to have an established position that's about double what maybe even more, maybe quad 10. Like we could probably do even like 5 to 10x of what I initially put into AMD, and still have a position with good allocation and good risk. Dollar consolidating for another leg up, that would be very bad for what we're seeing here on ES if it did that. That would be no bueno, man. Oh, you guys might actually have the ability to get to 100 likes today. I mean, again, that's the ankle threshold. So if you do it, I mean, then I have to do it. Oh, shoot, we have Bowen in here. Bowen doesn't know about ankles. Uh-oh. Dude, I swear, once all these people start coming over from like Instagram and TikTok, they're going to be like, what is wrong with this person? And I'll be like, it's not me, it's the chat. It's you guys, not me. AMD's just screwed around here, not doing anything. I think if the market starts coming back up a little bit, you could get a little exuberance there. But again, after a $12 move yesterday, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see this thing magnet up to all-time highs here and start to run, but you can't do it in 2 days. You're stocking up on Palantir long-term under 16 is, yeah. I mean, my average is like, I think 1560 on it. And you guys know the AMD long-term average is 1139. That's a nasty one. The VIX is up over 10%. Where is that, though? 15? All right, it's getting up there. It's getting up there. Look at this on the daily over here. Coming up. That's a break. I mean, that's a weekly breakout here. Right here. Consolidate, boom. I mean, I wouldn't trade technicals on VIX, but, you know, that's what it looks like. That's what that looks like there, man. Yeah, we'll leave AMD on the daily here. Guys, does this qualify? I think it does. 85, 60, 20. It's getting there. I think we need a little bit lower for us to qualify for a day trade today. It's close though. It's not out of the question that we get one. We aren't called the Swing King though. All right, guys. All right. No, you guys wanted to call the Swing Course. What was it? Swing Haven or no. That was fine. And then there was another one. Swing Society. It was some weird thing that makes us all sound like we're doing weird things, which we're not. There goes AMD. Come on, buddy. Thoughts on UVXY as a hedge? Hedge to what? That's the question you need to ask yourself. A hedge, what are you hedging? Swingers Club. Yeah, see? Like, you can't say that's not okay. What are you looking to hedge, Reaper? Is it your long-term? Is it short-term options? Is it mid-term shares that you've bought? Like, that's a question. Swing City? I don't know. We got to call it something cool, though. All right. I mean, if we were to guess, it's probably right around here, 477.875. That's probably where it is. Why is that not okay? Because it makes us sound weird. Like, it makes us sound strange. Your longs. So, like, long term. You're almost getting too fancy with it. So here's the question that you then need to ask yourself if you want to hedge your longs. 2 questions. How much cash in relation to your overall portfolio do you have, like in terms of a percentage? And do you then want to make more cash short term in order to fund dip buys? The reason why you'd think that is unless you're actually crafting a portfolio in which you would need to have a hedge on. Like that's the purpose of your portfolio, to almost have like a market neutral portfolio, then I probably wouldn't hedge your long term. Now, the other aspect of it is, well, there's a lot of options. I can go through all of the options, like the thought process of like how I would do this, but again, it's up to you at the end of the day. I can't give you any advice. The other thing is, well, if you're going to take a short-term trade in your long-term, one, you have to be okay with the tax obligations that you're going to incur. You actually could have a tax loss from it, which would be nice. But then how much could you potentially make if your hedge pays out? And then is that going to make a meaningful difference in dip buys? Because to me, with my long term, I've never hedged it. I just buy. I don't buy anything that I'm not fine with holding forever. Like AMD, when I bought that thing, I was like, I'll hold it forever. Like I don't need to. Like remember, I'm 24. Like my whole thesis for investing and everything is going to be vastly different than all of your guys's. Vastly different. A lot of you guys that are in like your 40s, 50s, 60s, even 40s, you can focus a little bit more on growth, but like you're going to be looking more towards like fixed income and like dividend reinvestment for slow growth over time. Like it's very different. Like that's even one thing that I'm starting to look at a little bit more too, which is like crafting like a dividend portfolio and just letting it rip. Like I was like, all right, well I literally could just buy the SPY and some other dividend. Like I could go like 60% SPY, 40% high dividend stocks, and then just drip it, drip is dividend reinvestment. So, well, not you. Yeah, Tyler, what are you, 18, buddy? Oh, let's ask Bowen. If Bowen's still in here, how old are you? Coming from Instagram, maybe a little younger. I don't know. All right, things are moving to the downside a little here. I like this move. I mean, I would assume that this qualifies now. Where's Amanda? It's still chilling, I guess, but not looking great. I want it above 160. That's where I want AMD today, above 160. Those are up. Oh, my AMDs are up 61%. I thought they were going to be down a little, like from that 50 something that we were just up. So. Yeah. Tyler's got many years ahead of him. You're 23, and for stocks and crypto, it's more of a hold forever. Option futures for making more money to put into the long term. And rental. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Cody, that's super smart. Bowen is 56. How do you know, Wayne? How do you know? All right, guys, keep smacking that like on the way in. We're almost at the 100 like threshold. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in here every single day. Remember, we're live every single morning here, team. Every morning at 9 a.m., unless the market's not open, we are here. ES, slip, AMD, slip, everything getting hit here. Palantir running up there, though. That's interesting. What am I drinking today? It's just a gallon of water with Mio in it. You scalped AMD, quick in and out. That's fine. I mean, you can do what you want. You're in your 80s? No, you're not, Arvin. You're in med school. Stop lying. You haven't made a long-term purchase yet? You like to in the next few years? No, now. Tyler, no more short-term trading until you have a long-term. What are you doing? Even if it's like $100. No more short-term freaking AMD. Oh, you referred him? Oh, what's up, Wade? How you doing? Oh, that's how we know. Yeah, dude. You're 18. Get yourself a long term. I don't care if you buy anything yet, but have an account. Put some cash in it. SPY, knife it, everything moving down. Where did we say AMD was going to come down to? This level here, probably? Yeah, right in here. That's no fun. I mean, down 250 here. That's not what we want to see, but, you know. Oh, I thought it was it. I thought it. Oh, wasn't smart enough for med school. I don't know about that. You currently have a crypto port that you're looking to. Yeah, but what do you have in there? If it's like Bitcoin and Ethereum, cool. But like if it's like dog poop throw up coin, then I would say that you're screwing around. You know, like 51 here. You put all your profits into the long term, but you like to day trade. That's smart. DraftKings moving up. We can take a look at that. AMD, you're just hurting my soul here. AMD giveth and AMD taketh. Yeah, I'm no. No. Sorry. Don't like this. Trend down. Consolidating. Needs to flip the trend, consolidate in order for me to want it. The only one that I did this on that actually looked good was Uber because the story is different. This one. This was nasty. 50% Bitcoin and ETH and the others 50%, like 9 altcoins. Okay, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Currently up almost 50%. There you go, Tyler. There you go, buddy. Long term, been building out mine the last couple of years. Similar to Cody, a lot of trading profits will go right in there. I love you guys. You guys are thinking. My goal is actually to never sell anything. Well, that's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to sell AMD at some point. I want to see like 250 in this. But have you seen AMD's PE ratio? It's like the highest in the stock market. But it's like there's like a little weird things that are like in it that like make it look that high. But like AMD's PE ratio, it looks like it needs to go to like $4. Like T-Mobile looking to break out soon. Yeah, I know. I kind of want it, but I also don't. Like it's even though it's proven that it can make some big moves, I don't like this freaking wick here. I don't like that. Where's would I even go for the levels here? I gotta do some nonsense here. What are we doing? That's not all-time highs, is it? What the T-Mobile? Is this another all-time high breakout? Are we going into uncharted territory here on T-Mobile? Oh shoot. Oh, we are. Hello. All right. That makes me like it a little bit more. Your port is up 50% since last week. Atta boy, Ben. You really got to do some research for long term, though. Don't really know what to invest in. Maybe you're overthinking it. Here's how I would start. To just by looking at companies and finding ideas. Think about what you use on a day-to-day basis or consistently in a year. Start there and say, what do you use a lot and think a lot of other people use as well? And that could have a few, and you're going to continue to use. That's a good start. Then we can get into how to read financials, how to look at the overall story of what's happening, and then things like that. But that's how I would start. I would say just think of companies that you use or shop at, use their services all the time, and that you don't foresee yourself stopping to use. And then you can start analyzing those companies from there. But again, in that that kind of mastermind thing that we're going to do, I don't know, February or March, probably March, we're going to go over a lot of that stuff. Hemorrhoid creep. Oh, you guys make me laugh. Apex has their 80% off in 1 day pass till this Friday, just an FYI. Oh, damn. All right. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I do have a little Apex link down here if you guys are interested in getting 80% off Apex. There you guys go right there. That's the link to Apex, 80% off there. That's cool. Again, you don't want to use the day trading mastery course strategy on Apex just because, like, fucking AMD. Just because the trailing drawdown is going to get you. But if you guys are trading with Titan or any other strategies there, yeah, give Apex a try. So invest in SSRIs. Do what you want, man. Do what you want. All right, how much time we got left here? Yeah, well, we're definitely setting up for a potential day trade today. That's for sure. That's for sure. Sounds good. Want to keep your broker account separate? Need to find another broker to use? You can have it at the same broker. You just set it up differently. Like Tyler, have a Roth IRA, dude. Just like set up a Roth at whatever broker you like. That's probably step one. I mean, have a Roth. Tax advantage accounts are going to help you. I can't, have a Roth, but, Took an online financial accounting course last year. It has helped me start building a foundation. Yeah, it does actually. I mean, it helps you read. You look like the first financial accounting class is going to teach you like cash flow statements, balance sheets, things like that, and then kind of how to go through and read some of them. But I can help you guys out a whole lot on that. IWM breaking out? What? AMD, you are being such an a-hole today. Yeah, IWM is leading big time here. That's interesting. So the Russell's starting to head higher. So that's all small caps. Small mid caps. Nvidia has given up nearly all of its gains from yesterday, while AMD still holding somewhat better. Well, until that drop just there. Well, no, AMD is still holding most of them. I mean, look where AMD started yesterday at 150. Still at 155. Like, this thing is still looking fine. What are these up now? Probably like 30%. I don't know how volatile these are going to be. What is it? 42. Like, these AMDs are still up nice. So, because we entered way down in here. So, I'd love this thing to turn around here, not have a giant screwing around red day. But, hey, it comes with the territory, man. When I have my targets, I just sit here and wait for them. Once I'm in the trade, there's nothing left for me to do. You think NVIDIA must have a specific department for shorting AMD? No, they don't. They don't do that, guys. They don't do any of that. Roma could be interesting today. Halted twice yesterday. Roma? What's that? I know Spirit Airlines got clapped yesterday, but was this off of... What was this off of? Why did... No, I mean, I'm not trading any of this. Just, like, basically a penny stock getting hammered here. But, like, what is this? Commercial services missing. Interesting. I mean, Spirit Airlines just got touched in their no-no square here. Like, geez, man. Down 20% again today. Oh, my Lord. You would think, a door flew off, but it didn't. What actually happened with Spirit? Wasn't it a merger or something? Yeah, it's blocking of JetBlue merger fuels uncertainty. Interesting. AMD, you're being rude to me today. You call BS, give me the downside trade. You all are scalps for now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna scalp anything. I'm just waiting for ES, and this is why I wanted to hedge stuff, but like wasn't able to do it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens today. They're still up nicely. We know NVIDIA has a long department called Pelosi Long. Yeah, I mean, the thing is everybody gets mad at the Congress people for insider trading, but I know for a fact every single one of you, and I will tell you right now, I would do it. Why not? $200 fine, and they waive it. Freaking let me trade, dude. Are you nuts? Why wouldn't you do that? Like, it's crazy that people would say, no, I wouldn't do that. It's like, yeah, sit on your moral high horse, but we all know that if somebody gave you insider information and told you that the fine was $200, you're doing it. So it's not illegal. It's frowned upon. That's all that is. That's all that is there. All right. ES trying to turn up a little bit. Oh, you guys are what's going on here? Not Spirit Airlines, that's for sure. Telly, I still think Telly's coming down to test 93.50 at least. Yeah, it was the JetBlue merger on that one. Yeah, have fun with those Apex accounts, guys. I mean, you can get up to 20 of them if you want. I mean, and then just scalp the nuts out of the market. T-Mobile getting some steam. All right, let's take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, that's breaking. So we can take a look at this now. I just want to see what the premiums are like. Yeah, Tabasco Dave, you're sitting real nice on that one. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I kind of want to go out further. Eight. All right. I'm going to try to steal something here quick. You love the concepts I talked about in my recent video. Once you stop thinking 1% a day and just let the opportunity come to you, you've been way more relaxed as a trader. Yes, we should. All right, I got that filled. Nice. That's something that I think everybody needs to realize here, and we should talk about a lot more, is that everybody and their mother talks about like, ooh, 1% a day or this amount of money per day in the stock market is going to give you this amount of money in a year. When anybody says that, it just makes me automatically think that they've never traded before, ever, 0 times, because the market is not going to give you the same opportunities to make money like that every single day. And I'll tell you right now, especially for us that are swing traders, like I do a lot of swing trading, there are like maybe 3, maybe 4 times a year that the market gets hot. If you're going to tell those people that they need to be making 1% today, you're literally forcing them to trade in just terrible market conditions. They're going to lose. It's not a 1% a day thing. It's not even a weekly thing, a monthly thing, a quarterly thing. Performance and consistency is based on a year or more. That's what it is. Stop thinking about 1% a day or $100 a day in the market. That's stupid. Logically, it makes no sense. It's just going to force you to make stupid decisions in the market, trying to get to a certain goal that is meaningless over time. What you should focus on is taking high quality setups and, like Tyler said, letting them come to you. Because once you focus on that and you know what a strategy is able to generate you over time, who cares? Let those other idiots play around trying to scalp their 1% a day. They're not going to do it. They're just going to chop themselves down in their account, because when they go down a little bit, they're going to be like, ooh, I need to get back to that 1%, because then they're off track. Do you see that? You're thinking about it like you're on a track. You're like, oh, now I'm off track. Now I have to make more. I have to get back green. It's just leading people into making bad decisions, which I don't like. My entire goal here with you guys is to make very smart, relaxed, logical decisions. That's it. And there's very easy ways to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting goal to have. It's more so like if you're going to day trade like that every single day and you have that, that's like a stopping point, but it's not the goal, Tyler. Like, if that makes sense. Like, the way that I view it is it's not like it's like it's like once you hit it, stop, but it's not an, oh, you have to get back there, which is, it's a different like psychological or logical way of thinking about it. It's like it's not the goal. It's like if you hit it and you close a position, you're done type of thing. Because it keeps you in the borders in the way of thinking, where like if you try to get more, you're probably going to lose, and if you're red and you try to get back up, you're probably going to lose more. That's what that is. But but the way a lot of people would interpret it, which I get why it's confusing, is, oh, that's what you should be aiming for every single day. And it's like, no, that's not it. It's AMD. It's a way of trying to get you to think differently. So T-Mobile's showing some strength here. I mean, I didn't get a great fill on it, but they're all right. I mean, they're basically break even now, so we will see. What's my first trim level on T-Mobile? Honestly, I don't know. That's what we should really look for here. Like, right now with T-Mobile, you almost just have to hunt it in terms of risk to reward. So, like, if it looks like this, and I'm playing the break of, like, here, like right in here, let's say, stop is below here. Like, again, I don't really want to take anything off at less than like a 1 to 3.5. So like I could do something like a 1 to 4 right in here, 168.88, something like that for TP1. So 168.88, let's just say that's there for TP1. Right there. And then then we hunt then let's say we hunt like, I don't know, 1 to 8. Something like that. 173. I don't know. That's a big move. I mean, I'd sell most of it at 1 to 4. So we can leave this up here, but this is kind of what I'm looking at. T-Mobile is more so, in my opinion, it's not going to be a AMD. What are you doing? So rude. Yeah, but you're so fixated on the track. Exactly. And that's bad for people coming into the market there. Are these AMDs really going to get slaughtered here? Yeah, these are up 32% now. That's no fun. That's no fun. I actually could get more if I wanted to. I really wanted to, I could get more. It's not great here. That's no fun. ES is not helping anybody out. I mean, that's kind of the deal here. Pepe, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, guys. Again, as you guys are filtering in here, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, we're 40 away from the like threshold at 100. Oh, that would be sweet if we hit it today. I mean, 164 on T-Mobile would be interesting if we could break above there. AMD, if it could get its head out of its you-know-what and start doing what it did yesterday. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. Nancy below 550. I mean, yeah, the chips are just kind of having a red day here. Yeah, I mean, this thing's been ripping, though. Same deal with AMD, but this thing with that recent break and all-time highs right here, I got no issues with this. And again, even if this thing were to come back down into here, it'd be such a tiny loss on the position that it wouldn't matter. Like, even though, like, I'm technically, like, sizing for 0 on them, like, I'm still taking the cash back. NQ off a cliff. Yeah, did it? 1 point. Yeah, wow. NQ is getting blasted today. 260 points down. Oh, my God. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still holding it. I got nothing else. I got nothing better to do than to hold the AMDs. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, guys. And again, for those of you guys filtering in, if you guys want the 0 losing months in 2023 day trading strategy there, again, that thing is so nasty. I think we might actually get one today, which is going to be so dirty. Again, we go through everything. Futures, options, a little bit of Forex in there, risk, a whole section on risk management, psychology. And then I do something that really nobody else can do is go through and just show you every single trade that was taken with the system in an entire year. So you guys have all the results, all the data. That makes it a lot easier for you to stick to the rules. So if you guys are interested in that there's the link. The discount code for the 30% off is STV30. And then all of you guys that are already in there, when I drop the swing trading one, are going to receive a 60% off code to that one just for being early and coming in and taking advantage of those resources there. So again, make sure you guys, and also for those of you guys that are already in it, what have you guys thought of it so far? I know I've been asking you guys a decent amount recently, but what have you guys thought? Let the people know who are new, filtering back in here, what you guys have thought of the system in that course so far. AMD trying. Where's T-Mobile? Is this thing above 164 yet? What? That's rude. The federal government awarded a record of $765 billion in contracts in the fiscal year 2023, a 9.5% increase over 2022. That's interesting. Yep, still up 33% on the AIM, 34. That's fine. I mean, just letting them go. Just letting them go, man. Yeah, Dave, you got a nasty entry on the T-Mobiles. What are you up on those, Dave? You're in the middle of it still. Christmas here is very long. Eddie, where are you? The system works. Thank you, Dr. Bob. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, it does. It's nasty. You're hitting like 1 to 8 risk to rewards trades. Like, come on now. Come on now. I mean, that one from December was how many points on ES? 32? You're up 30%, Dave. Nice. The swing trading strategy is fire. Yeah, that one, I'm trying to get that out to you guys as soon as I can. Spain? Oh, nice. Dude, I want to go to Spain at some point. What else we got for data today? Because I think we're done. Yeah, we're done now. 10:04. That's all right. So we're seeing a little reaction off of the data here. T-Mobile coming down. A-holes. Yeah, I went Marches on it, Dave. That's what I did. I went March. Until the 7th of January, you don't begin Christmas. Though the Christmas hangover. Whoa, you guys go wild over there in Spain, huh? I gotta go to Spain. I gotta go check that out. All right. Oh. What's the most trades you've seen in a month from the strategy? I think 12. I think 12. I can look. Let me look. It might be less than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 10. Looks like 10. It looks like the most I've seen is 10 trades. Less trades. Anybody want to finish that sentence? Anybody want to finish that sentence right there? Less trades. What comes next? What comes next, everybody, after less trades? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. What comes next? You want to go on vacation in Spain when Spain is nice? I think that's what you said. Let me hear it. What comes after less trades? Don't forget the 20-year bond auction today. Yeah, that's going to be annoying if I'm in trades that time. Less stress? Nope. Less trades, more profits. There we go. More AMC. There we go. Less profit. Wait, that's not how it works, pal. No, it's less trades, more profits. Pay attention or pay a premium, guys. There you go. In the Swingers Club? No, stop. All right, AMD bouncing a little here. ES moving along. More margin. No. Wait a second. Where's the level? Somebody tell me where the level is. More crack. It's not more crack. All right, what do we got here? You were so close? I don't think you were. Well, I mean, I do swing a lot, but it's not that way. You crazy people. Let's see how we react to this BJ key level here. Nice to travel in Spain. Is that what I mean, you guys started spamming, which is fine right after that, but I'm pretty sure it's I want a vacation in Spain when. Wait, are you saying like Miss Spain? Is that like? At least we're past the days you mount the third. Okay. More cutlets? Nah, no chicken cutlets, dude. I'm making this like taco bowl thing. It's so good. It's just like 100 grams of protein just per thing, and it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thomas, stop. T-Mobile breaking above 164 today would be interesting. Via hard to travel? I was close. I basically understood what you were saying, though. Except for the Miss Spain thing. All right, team. Keep smacking that like on the way in. Keep spreading these streams out. Dude, we've been having fun recently. We've been having a lot of fun. Except this is less fun, you know? Still green, but that's less fun. I need it here. That's where we need it. All-time highs. See, like, I can understand most Spanish. I just can't say it back. More margin. No, Arvid. Bad. You did add to your TLT leaps, lowering the average. I snagged like a very tiny amount yesterday. Nothing crazy. free classes. Wait, what did I do? What did I do now? I always forget what I do. Free. Oh, Spanish. Oh, yeah. I'm not bad. I used to be really good. I used to actually be able to say things. Now I can just, like, listen. So, like, sometimes when I'm out places and I hear people talking, I'm like, I know what you're saying. Which is rare. Boston doesn't have a lot of Spanish speaker. Spanish? Yeah. I just forget. My brain moves a little too quickly for myself. And I get off topic in my brain. So I was thinking more so, I don't even know what I was thinking. It was more so a lights on, nobody's home moment there, Eddie. Duolingo works really well. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have like a dying need to learn it, but used to be conversational in Arabic. Oh, I bet you were, buddy. I bet you were. Being tall, Spanish women would eat you alive. Hey, man, that ain't the worst thing in the world. Hey, man, come on now. That's not the worst thing in the world. You can't tell me there are way worse things in the world than that. One of them includes when they throw sharp objects at you. But, to my point, there are a lot worse things in the world than that. All right, let's see what we got here. Dude, I swear, if they make me sit in a trade all day long today, I'm going to lose my mind, actually. That's an incentive. It's a trap. Yes. AMD a little bit. All right, team. Coming up to this BJ Key level here. Let's see what we get. We got a couple minutes left here. Let's see. Come on, T-Mobile. Do a little something. I have currently bought the top. Wayne, I don't know how you've done that. I genuinely don't know how you've done that. I'm sure there are swingers clubs too. Yeah, I'm staying away from those. Just letting you know right now, I'm not going anywhere near any of that nonsense over there. I'm going to keep myself away from all that nonsense. Where is this thing? Is it caught on something? Let me see. It's like having a big brother that abuse you, but nobody... That's true. That is true. Yeah, T-Mobile not following through here. I could grab more. Tally coming down too. What's USD JPY doing? Oh, look. Oh, look. What kind of pointy things are they throwing at you? You know, the usual. Sharp knives. Not really. Nobody throws things at me. %10 scalp on AMD. Why are you scalping it like that? That's Eddie, you're making my stomach hurt there. All right. We're back up almost 40% on the AMDs. 40.25. There we go. We're looking good. We're looking good here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch coin SEC news. I won't trade it, but we can pull it up. What's the news? That's some volatility there. Oh my lord. What's the news? Did it come through the feed? I don't think it did. Nah, I don't see it. But that could get interesting. $88 to $100 quick. Hey, man. It's good gains. That's good gains there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 10:15 here. We are going to be wrapping things up for today. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So, again, for those of you guys that still want to hop into the Day Trading Mastery course, get access to the 0 losing months in 2023 strategy. And I show you everything. There you go. If you guys want the 30% off code, it's STV30, which you guys should definitely take advantage of before the swing trading course drops, which could be any day now. Again, all I have to do is figure out with the provider how to list it out there in the way that I want to, and then we are good to go, and then all of you guys can have that there. So again, you got that link there in the live chat. STV30 is the code, and then the 80% off Apex stuff is in the description as well if you guys want to use that too. So team, I'll see you guys back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to be having some more fun as usual. Hopefully AMD and some of these other stocks can kind of turn around today. Make us some more money here. But other than that, guys, don't do anything silly. What did you say? You hope I have a great day. You too, Eddie. Team, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out too. It helps out a whole lot. I'm going to post one of the trading videos on YouTube later today because I posted the long form video. If you guys haven't seen that yet, the video from yesterday, make sure you guys go watch that. That is going to help you guys out a whole lot. So team, I will see you later.